Hello everyone, I'm Farah Imran and today I'll be telling you about an amazing tool which is launched by Anthropic. So I'll be telling you all about this tool, so stay tuned until the end so that you don't miss any information regarding it. So let's get started. So Anthropic, what it has done, it has launched a tool which is known as MCP and it stands for Model Context Protocol. Now what this tool does, it connects to AI systems directly to data sets. So this model context protocol, it connects an AI system to multiple data sources, which Anthropic actually says that it can eliminate the need to custom code. Like if you want to create custom code, you don't need to do that for each one. You can just use the model context protocol to connect to an AI system. And then what it does now, this is, for example, this is an open source tool which connect AI assistants directly to the information they need to inform their responses or carry out tasks. So the new model context protocol, it provides universal connection to all sorts of data sources, which Anthropic says will improve performance. So this thing will improve performance. And even earlier this month, OpenAI started testing a new work with apps feature that lets the Mac version. So the Mac version of ChatGPT, it what it does, it directly connects to certain coding apps. And Anthropic tool, on the other hand, it aims to work across all AI systems and data sources. And as noted by Alex Albert, who is the head of Claude Relation, and developers, what they do, they currently have to create custom codes for each data set they want their AI model to draw from. So with Anthropic's MCP, Albert says developers can integrate it with their AI tool once and then connect to data sources anywhere thanks to a standard protocol for sharing resources, tools, and prompts. So here it says, like by Albert, it's given by Alex Albert that there's a quick demo using the Claude desktop app where we have configured MCP. And I'll show you this video in which what it does, Claude, it connects directly to GitHub and it creates a new repo, which stands for repository. And it also makes a PR through a simple MCP integration. Now, once MCP was set up in the Claude desktop, now this integration, it took less than 1 hour to build. So I'll be showing you this video and it's here on Twitter. So about the model context protocol, and here is the video in which if I like zoom in and it says to do the following, like make a simple HTML page, then create a repository called simple page, and then you have to push the HTML page to the simple page repo, and then you have to add a little CSS, and then make an issue suggesting that we add some more content on the HTML page, and then also make a branch called feature. So here you can see how it is trying to push the HTML page to the repository. First, it was like it failed to call, and then it will try it again to push the HTML page to the repository. So here it says it allowed to, and here you can see it is running push files from GitHub. Here you can see this stuff, and it is also add CSS styling to the page. There's a message because they're adding CSS to make it look better. And then you try allowing it because they'll keep asking you and then you allow it. So here you can see this video. So this is what it is doing. So Anthropic says that coding software like Replit, codeium, and Sourgraph have already started using MCP to build out their AI agents, which can complete tasks on behalf of users. This tool will likely make it easier for other companies and developers to connect an AI system with multiple data sources, and something that could become especially helpful as the industry leans into agentic AI. And they're saying instead of maintaining separate connectors for each data source, developers can now build against the standard protocol. Anthropic's announcement says as the ecosystem matures, AI systems will maintain context as they move between different tools and dataset, replacing today's fragmented integrations with a more suitable architecture. And here there's the web server of Anthropic, in which they're open sourcing the Model Context Protocol, which is a new standard for connecting AI assistants to the systems where data lives, like content repositories, business tools, and development environments. And it also helps frontier models produce better, more relevant responses. So, here about the modern context protocol, there are some specification and SDKs, software development kits, and here you can see the local MCP server support in the Claude desktop apps, and also an open source repository of MCP service. Now, if you click on this, like right click and open link in new tab, so here you can see this is the servers. If you want to get started, you can read the documentation, you can review the specification, and then use the SDKs to start building. Like there's a TypeScript SDK and Python SDK. And here are the specifications and docs, create Python server, create TypeScript server, servers. So here are the popular repositories where you can click on it and start building. So if you want this feature of MCP. And here there's a local MCP server support in the Claude desktop app. If you open like a new tab, so here you can first download the Claude for desktop, for it is for Mac OS, Windows, and Windows ARM 64. And you can also download it in your mobile phone, such as Apple Store and Google Play. But if you install these, like if you install the software or the app, then what you need to do, you need to have the configuration of MCP, means you need to build it in the Cloud desktop, like using this for servers. Then you need to build it so that it can show in the desktop and you can start using it. Like here you go to the servers, and then it will tell you how to build it, and then you can. And there's also an open source repository of MCP servers. Here if you click on it, so here you can see there's the servers for Brave Search, Fetch, File System, GitHub, GitLab, Git, Google Drive, Google Maps, Memory, PostgreSQL, Puppeteer, Sentry, Slack, and SQLite. For example, if you want it for a GitHub, for example, if you want your MCP or your AI assistant to connect to GitHub, then what you do, you click on this and then you see the README file. Like you go to the README file and then see how do you have to connect it, like how to create or update the file. Then it tells you how to connect it, like how to do the setup, and then how to add this usage in the Claude desktop. Like there's a JSON file which you added to your desktop and then you can start using it. So this is how you can do it. And there are many servers for it, such as GitHub and more stuff also, which I told you about. And they say that Claude 3.5 Sonnet is adept at quickly building MCP server implementation, which is making it easy for organizations and individuals to rapidly connect their important data sets with a range of AI powered tools, and also to help developers start exploring. They're also sharing the pre-built MCP servers, which I already showed you about, such as Google Drive, Slack, GitHub, Git, Postgre, Puppeteer, and even some early adopters like Block and Apollo. They have integrated MCP into their systems, while development tool companies, including Zed, Replit, and Codium, and SourceGraph, are also working with MCP to enhance their platforms, enabling AI agents to better retrieve relevant information and to further understand the context around a coding task and produce more functional code with fewer attempts. And here also, to get started, if we go down here, so you can see that all Claude AI plans, they support connecting MCP servers to the Claude desktop app. And and here also, the Claude for work customers can begin testing MCP servers locally. And here you can see how you can start building your MCP servers to the Claude desktop app. Also, you can go to the Quickstart guide to build your first MCP server. If you want to build your own MCP server, you can go to the Quickstart guide. And also you can contribute to the open source repositories of connectors and implementations. Like here is the quick start guide. You click here, so you can get started. For example, you can set up a local SQLite database, and then you can connect Claude Desktop to it through MCP, and then you can query and analyze your data securely. So here, if you see, it says like what are the prerequisites. If it's for Mac OS, then you need to install UV, Git, and SQLite 3, and then you can make your own first SQLite database. Simple. And then what you do, you first of all, you if you have like VS Code installed, then you can write the code in. First, you make a file such as Claude underscore desktop underscore config.js, and then you write this command into it, and your username is replaced with your name in the desktop. So here, you can see that there is an MCP server name is SQLite. And then you launch it by running this, and then you can save the file and restart Claude Desktop. So you can then test it out if you want. Then it shows you the data, like whatever in database you have saved, it will show you to the cloud desktop. So that's all I can say from my side. That's all. Thank you so much.